Woo! What's good, guys? It's your boy King. This is my very first time just like sitting down and just having like a kind of a heart-to-heart, like a video recording kind of scripted kind of thing. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do the best that I could in this case, and well, yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes from here, you know. But as I always like to say, you know, you gotta fake it fake it to make it. So I'll pretend that I know what I'm doing, you know. I'll be professional. I'll look what I'm doing. So this video is gonna be a review of 2022 from my perspective, obviously, because my video. Mind you, I'm not like well, I used to be the kind of person who would like try to record every moment, but now I've more or less become a person who likes to live in the moment. So all of this is just going to be off of the top of my head right here. So we're going to hop into this and hope for the best. For 2022, I had a list of 5 resolutions that I essentially tried to follow for the year, but didn't. I actually erased the board the other day, completely forgetting that I actually needed it for the video. So I can't even show you guys exactly what was written on it, but you know, at least I took down everything. So you know, let's start off with, oh boy, like I'm looking back at it now, like I really did overestimate myself with this first one. For this first one was to upload a video weekly. As you can see from my channel over here, you can very clearly see, well, let me just bring it a bit closer. You can clearly see there's one video here that I uploaded for the entire year. Ooh, yeah, I don't know what made me think that I could do something weekly in terms of like long form content. I was very ambitious at the start of the year. I think it was because my first goal in 2021, funnily enough, was to make a video daily, which again was a complete overestimation of myself. So I thought weekly shouldn't be that bad, you know, like you upload a video every week, like what like that can't be that hard. It was. I managed to actually get that one video uploaded and done with, and that was pretty magnifique. I had a lot of fun making that video. But in terms of other videos, I've edited a total of 3 videos, but not to completion because I would always forget the order that I was supposed to do it in. But I know the order, but I always mess it up. But this year, I'm going to stick to that order in any video I edit, whether it be short form, long form, whatever. And you know, I've already started like uploading stuff daily on my TikTok that's not edited, it's just like a recap of my day. So that's like a good way for me to just get into like the whole idea of doing something every day. You know, it's really good to kind of put yourself in that mindset. But yeah, overestimated myself, and I realized that was a very common like trend throughout the entire year. Like for the entire year, I really did just overestimate myself. Like with this, my second resolution. My second resolution was to do more creative projects, which would include stuff like skits, more collaborations, trying to do stuff outside of the box that I usually do, which would be gaming streams. I was very ambitious. I had a lot of ideas at the beginning of 2022 that I did not write down, which was the main issue, because I had a lot of like ideas for skits in my head. I had a lot of ideas for projects in my head, a lot of ideas for collaborations in my head, but I never actually took the time to sit down and write it out on a piece and like be like, hey, you know, make sure you plan this out. Did you write the script for this? Did you start editing this video? Have you contacted this person? Have you started to think about ideas for like this other thing? Did nothing like that. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna raw dog life. I am going to raw dog life. And it did not work. It did not work. It did. Ooh, but because, you know, that did not work, you know, I was able to learn that, you know what, I should start to write this shit down. I really should write this down. And that's where the sponsor of this video comes in, which isn't actually a sponsor, but, you know, I started downloading like a bunch of note-taking apps because I got an iPad recently, which is somewhere in my pile on the bed there that you guys can't see, thank God. But, yeah, I started using Notion specifically for writing down ideas and like looking at my progress along said ideas. So far I have done one thing, which is this video, which is obviously being recorded right now. I mean, not being recorded. You guys are watching me talking to you because we're friends, right, guys? I'm real. You know, I'm really talking to you right now. Like, I'm gonna pause now so you guys can respond. Yeah, that's really cool and all, but hold on, let me get back to the video. Definitely, like, having that place to write down my ideas and be able to keep track of where I'm keeping it, like progress on it, has so far been really helpful. I'm thankful for that, and I'm glad that I am learning from my mistakes. So yeah, but you know, it's not to say that everything was just down and dreary and dark, like, oh, I just completely failed all of my resolutions for this year. No, there was one that I actually managed to do pretty successfully, and that would be going out more, especially considering in 2023. Hello guys, this is Editing Zach here. I'm a dumbass. I keep saying 2023, I meant 2022 here. It happens for a bit. Don't pay it any mind. Anyways, back to the video, Zach. The country would have essentially reopened. So there was a lot more freedom to go out and do whatever that you have to do. So 2023 was, sorry, why am I saying 2023? So this year, well, last year, god damn it, 2022 was the year of me touching grass. You know, that was the one thing that I did successfully, was touch grass by going outdoors and essentially just doing things that I wasn't able to do for the last 3 years, because it's been since 2020, so 2.5 years. Yeah, 2.5 years. Yeah, I was able to go to 2 conventions. Amazing, lots of fun. Went to another one at the end of the year. Wasn't really a convention, it was an event. I don't know how to describe it. Went out a lot of times. Met a bunch of new people through the progress of that. Strengthened a lot of like friendships that I have. Created new ones. It's amazing, you know, being able to just go outside again. I think for me, being stuck inside in 2020 and 2021, I didn't realize the toll that it took on me, right? Like, even now, I'm still inside the majority of the time, but I guess the idea of me being able to go outside whenever I want, and, well, not whenever I want, but whenever I can, you know, if I'm able to and have the transportation, but whenever I'm able to go outside and do something, especially with my circle of friends, it just feels really good. Like, the pandemic gave me a new appreciation for going outside, really and truly. Like, for example, some of the things that I would have done in 2022, not saying 2023 again. I mean, I didn't say 2023. Like, this is a like perfect straight cut. What are you talking about? So for 2022, I would have gone I would go down the islands. That was a lot of fun. Being able to just like, it felt like being on an island, but I already live on an island, so it just felt like I understand how like people from like those larger countries when they come to like any Caribbean island, I know how they feel now. Down the islands was really nice, especially like the water, the food, the like getting jump scared by a zombie in the middle of the night. All of that was just like a lot of fun. Playing paintball, that was a new thing for me. Paintball shells hurts. Like that shit hurts. Like that's no joke. But you know, obviously because I'm such a perfect shot, you know, if you all have seen my Fortnite gameplay, you all know I have the accuracy of a American sniper.
Yes, I'm vlogging.
But being able to do that for the first time was like a very interesting experience, very painful experience. Would do it again though. If I could like get my own paintball guns and just run my own thing, like in my street or something. I feel like I would have a lot of fun doing that. Might break a few windows, but that's life. On the convention side, like I talked about earlier, I went to, well, there were 3 conventions in essence this year. There's Galacticon Rewind, and KaiSciCon. For those conventions, I would say they were all unique and fun in their own ways. And in 2023 with Alias coming back, I can't wait to jump into that and see how that goes. I cosplayed for the first time in Galacticon Rewind. That was fun, honestly. I always felt like I kind of put off cosplaying because I would think, oh, it's not for me. I never had the funds to be able to like buy a costume or say, for instance, like make my own. But last year, I was able to get like a little Pokemon trainer costume going, and I would say I look great. I feel like I played the part. I tried to stream the events as well, and I now know how to stream like those IRL events, but you know, just can't wait to do more stuff next year. Oh, can't forget about the biggest one of all, going to New York on my own like last year. That one right there, that was like, that felt like me taking like another step towards adulting. I feel more like an adult. Oh, like that kind of thing. Yeah, essentially like going to New York, being able to pay for the flight on my own, organize where I'm staying, having to work up there as well, you know, because I didn't really get a vacation. I just flew out while having work. So having to work up there, getting to go out and experience the very, very frigid November cold ass air. That was probably the least fun part of it. I'm pretty sure I almost froze my nose off. Like genuinely, I'm pretty sure I almost froze my nose off. Ooh, but I got to like buy like a lot of things. I got to experience different experiences. I got to go to a concert for the first time. I got to go on Broadway for the first time. Then a lot of things I've done before, like shopping, walking around Manhattan, exploring around Brooklyn as well, thanks to my cousin. And also, that reminds me of like next year's plans. Maybe this may not be for next year, as in 2023, which would be when I'm recording this video, but pretend it's 2022. Pretend this video was recorded on December 31st, 2022. Right? Pretend it's on that day. At some point, actually, I won't talk about it now. I'll save my plans for 2023 for another video. Maybe you guys may not even know my resolutions until the end of the year. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Look out for that. Yeah, so I guess we're looking out to go out on more events and see how it goes. Speaking of going outside and touching grass, there I go again saying yeah. Speaking of going outside and going to events, meeting new people and stuff like that, I would have to say mental health is definitely like a very important thing to always keep track of in your life. Coming out of 2021, coming into 2022, at that point in time, I was coming out of a very low period of my life. Wasn't very confident in myself. I wasn't very like sure of myself. I didn't feel like I had like a place anywhere. I felt like I was just living day to day as opposed to, you know, taking life by the horns and just, you know, like that kind of thing. So my aim in 2022 was to take better care of myself mentally. And I feel like I definitely was able to do that. I feel like the most confident that I have in years, if ever. I feel great about myself, aside from like one part of myself, which I won't talk about. But we don't talk about that. We'll talk about that. But it's like really good to say that my mental health has improved over that entire year. A lot of things have improved as well. I learned a lot more patience. I'm still trying to like take into account other people's feelings. Not to say that I don't, but I'm not perfect at it. You know, coming from someone who used to think about everyone except themselves, I swapped to someone who only thought about themselves. And now I'm kind of course correcting now to ensure that I'm not hurting myself. I'm not hurting anyone else either. I have to be sure that, you know, everyone is safe out here. Make sure everyone is comfortable. So I also, even though I also trained to learn a lot of patience, I also did learn that my patience is pretty limited. I know my limit now, but at least I have a deep well of patience. Oh boy, definitely learned that. But you know, if it's one thing I always say about if it's one thing that I always say about life, is that life is about constant growth. So you can hit one point in your life now and think that you're on top of the world, but you always have more to grow. There's no such thing as someone who has finished growing. You can stop growing physically, yeah, but you never stop growing mentally or emotionally for that matter. So that, yeah, 2022 was a really good mental health year. Either way, that my focus for 2023 is more self-improvement, among other things that you will find out in another video. So I guess for now, I hope you enjoyed my essentially long rambling about my year and my resolutions for 2022. I hope I'll see you guys with some more videos throughout the year. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Ouch. That was cringe.